You're not as sharp as you think, and neither am I. But what you're about to learn could make you genuinely smarter than 90% of the people around you. Most people aren't thinking, they're just reacting. Their entire life is a series of unconscious habits, emotional shortcuts, and mental scripts. If you don't learn to challenge your own mind, you'll spend your life thinking you're right. While being completely wrong, you're not lazy. You're not broken. You're simply trapped in a mental cage most people never even realize they're in. It's called cognitive bias, and unless you learn how to spot it, it will silently dictate how you live your life. What you buy, who you trust, how you judge others, even how you see yourself. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't make decisions, they just react on mental autopilot. They're convinced they're being logical when really they're falling into one of 188 plus psychological traps that the brain has hardwired for survival, not accuracy. Ever argued with someone who flat out refused to change their mind? That's bias. Worse still, you and I do the exact same thing, because that's how the brain evolved, to protect us, not to inform us. And if you don't learn to interrogate your own thoughts, you'll never escape the gravitational pull of average thinking. Let me show you how it works. You hear about a plane crash on the news. Suddenly, flying feels terrifying. That's the availability heuristic. Your brain thinks something is likely just because it's memorable, not because it's common. Statistically, you're still more likely to slip and die in the shower. Do you panic every time you take a shower? Of course not. That's how bias operates. It feels like truth, but it isn't. So, what do you do about it? Let's talk tools. There's one habit, just one, that can give you a massive edge over everyone else. It's called second-order thinking. Most people stop at the first consequence. I'll skip the gym today. I'm tired. Seems harmless, right? Second-order thinking goes deeper. Okay, I skipped today. That makes tomorrow easier to skip. Then it's been a week. Then 2. Now I've lost momentum. I feel ashamed. My identity takes a hit. Suddenly, I'm not just skipping the gym. I'm breaking a promise to myself. That is how advanced thinkers operate. They don't just ask what happens now. They ask, what happens next? And then what? They predict, analyze, and strategize while others simply react. This isn't about being robotic. It's about clarity in a chaotic world. It's about staying calm while others spiral. It's being 5 steps ahead while everyone else is stuck on step 1. Let's go even deeper. Your brain hates hard thinking. It burns calories, so it cheats. That's why you scroll endlessly instead of tackling a real problem. Why you trust your gut instead of checking the facts. But here's the good news. Just like your body, your brain can be trained. It gets stronger with effort. Start small. Before making a decision, pause. Ask yourself, what's the opposite of what I believe right now? Try to argue against your own opinion. It'll feel uncomfortable, that's the point. You're forcing your brain to think, not just feel. Because most people, they live in mental echo chambers. They scroll, they consume, they react, but they rarely, if ever, stop and ask, what if I'm wrong? Is this emotion helping me or manipulating me? Am I thinking or just repeating a script? You do this one thing. Train yourself to pause and question, and you'll begin to see what others can't. It's not magic. It's not IQ. It's not talent. It's mental discipline. And in today's world, that discipline is rare, which is exactly why those who master it tend to outthink, outmaneuver, and outperform everyone else. Thanks for watching. Go ahead to watch the video on your screen.